Hey gamer nerds, John with the RPG Atmosphere, back in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Legacy playthrough. Last we left off, we had just talked to Alora. We're going to help, with the help of Jolie, who knows her husband. There's some big murder trial that he is in. So we're going to help him get out of that. And, we need to go talk to the court people first. I think, yes. Here we go. Quick thing. Thank you so much for watching my latest videos. I feel like a little bit of the shorter episode length has pulled in a few more viewers. If that is something that appeals to you, 20 to 30 minute episodes, give me a comment down below what you think about that. Thank you for watching.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor, but the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I am aware of the Republic's indignation. However, witness reports clearly state your Republic soldiers were as willing to engage in violence as the Sith in this case.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Taunts and threats are not sufficient provocation in the eyes of this court. Words can be ignored, which is what your men should have done. I find both the Republic and the Sith to be equally at fault for this breach of the peace. I should throw all parties involved in the Otto City jail, but since no Selkath were harmed in this conflict, I will show mercy and levy a fine of 10,000 credits to both sides. Court is dismissed, though I warn you that further disturbances will not be viewed with such leniency. Alright, well we just walked into the middle of it seems like a bar fight. Something. Let's talk to the Sith guy.
They say everyone on Manon is equal, but it seems the Republic is a little more equal than the Sith. Neutrality? Ha! That's a laugh!
6 on 3 is not a fair fight.
I'm sick of hearing about Manon's neutrality. It sounds like a coward's excuse not to fight, if you ask me.
Alright, I've got nothing to say. Let's talk to the judge. I think we have to get ourselves appointed as arbiter of I forget what the guy's name is. Jolie's friend's case before we're able to go talk to him. I am Judge Shelkar, acting on behalf of the Selkath government of Manon. It is my task today to answer the needs of off-world citizens of both the Republic and the Sith Empire. If you have legitimate grievances with another party, then you should speak to me. You should first, however, consult with the Republic Embassy before pressing formal charges. Is there something you wish to bring to my attention? I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry. That is acceptable, I believe. In Manon legal tradition, the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. This arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in the trial and argue on the defendant's behalf. As you are Jedi, I believe you could fulfill this role adequately.
Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
So be it. You are now appointed arbiter in the case of Sunry versus the Sith Empire. Your name and position have been recorded in our files. I will now inform you of the pertinent facts in this case. You have a limited amount of time in which to investigate and organize the defense of your client, and I advise you to use it wisely. Sunry was seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Elasa Huros. He has been charged with murder and is being held in the Otto City prison facilities. Due to his crippled... witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained at the hotel in question pending the trial. Manager of the hotel has now been informed of your appointment. Elasa was found dead of a blaster wound with an incriminating Republic medal clutched in her hand. This information has been uploaded to your data pad. It would be wise to review all information before the trial starts. You may question Sunry of the witnesses. The evidence in this case is heavily stacked against Mr. Sunry. I believe it will take some doing to absolve him of guilt.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
You may also interview the judges here, including myself, to get an idea of the pertinent factors in this case. Since this is also your first case, and you are an off-worlder, I feel compelled to add good luck as my final missive. Alright. Sunry murder trial. Manan, you have spoken to the judges in the court, and they have consented to appoint you arbiter in this case. As arbiter, you will defend your client to the best of your ability before the judges. Let's check, was it the chat log? I missed part of it. Here, due to his crippled status, he is being kept... Oh, okay, that's all I missed. They have given you the following information as well. Sunry was seen leaving the scene of the murder after a blaster shot was heard. Sunry has noticeable crippling injuries from his past experience as a war hero against the Sith, so it was definitely him. This is testified to by the proprietor of the hotel where this occurred, Ignis. In the room that he had rented, a Sith woman, Elasa, was found dead, clutching a Republic War medal in her hand. There were two witnesses besides the hotel owner. One is Glupor, a Rhodian who was staying in the next room. The other is Feareth Me, a gambler who was also staying nearby. Their stories seem to corroborate Ignis's. Okay. Well, while we're here... Excuse me, Sith person. While we're here, let's talk to the judges and see what information we can find out from them. I shall answer questions pertaining to the taste, and those questions only. Oh, Jolie, calm down. Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find it presumptuous to assume that the cripple who Sunry could kill Elasa. I think that there must have been another there who killed her, perhaps one of the witnesses. I do not know the reason for the medal clutched in her hand either, but it may have been that she fought them off even as she died. I think this may be the work of some Republic conspiracy, and I'm not afraid to say so. If the only means I have of hurting the Republic is through Sunry, then so be it. Oh, wow. Well, that guy is... Jolie! Calm down. Everybody over here. Jolie? You are stuck. Come on, there we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's talk to this judge. Ah, the Arbiter. Since you have been permitted to defend Sunry against these accusations, I shall assist how I can. Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find it questionable that a man with such reputable past as Sunry would murder a Sith woman, especially not from behind. But knowing the Sith, there was probably some deception involved. They seek to do the same thing to us here. There's been much pressure by the Sith on our government and even on the judges themselves to deliver a guilty verdict in this case. But the letter of the law is absolute, and we will not be compromised for Sith power games. Nope. Sith power games, you say? Alright, well, let's talk to this judge over here. Since you've been designated arbiter in Sunry case, I should answer questions you might have. Is there anything suspicious? I've often wondered if Sunry were so innocent, why was he seen fleeing the scene of the crime? Why would he have been running if he had not committed the crime himself, or was at least aware of what had occurred? The case seems fairly simple and obvious to me. Your Republic tribes stick together, however, and I assume you'll go to lengths to defend him. Oh.
Almost seems they do wish to conquer everything and will not stop at Manon. Why the Salkath believe themselves invulnerable, I have no idea.
I believe the Republic has every right to defend itself and drive the Sith back where they came from. Unfortunately for them, and perhaps for us, they do not seem to be doing too good a job of it. Okay. I accidentally clicked on a what do you think of the Republican Sith? He seems to think that the Sith's aspirations to conquer the galaxy are not as clear as others might believe. Bastila. I suppose I must spend some time talking to you since you are here in an official capacity. What do you need? Is there anything suspicious? I find this case to be fairly straightforward. Sunrys from the Republic, lost from the Sith. The great empires battling now live out their conflict through their minions too. Is that wow. That was a short explanation. What do you think of Sunry? Was a Republic soldier, hero even? Do you think his Republic masters will let someone so valuable go so easily? I think not. I think Sunry maintains its contacts with the Republic and seeks to escalate the situation here. Wow. Wow. That guy's real angry. As arbiter of the Sunry murder trial, you have the authority to question me on matters pertaining to this case. I have questions about the trial. You have the right, arbiter, to ask me questions regarding the case. Is there anything suspicious about this case? Yes, there is something that has been bothering me. The medal that was found clutched in Sith's hands. I find it most odd that such a blatantly incriminating piece of evidence would be left at the scene of the crime. I've analyzed the evidence and it does not appear to be a replica, but I still have my doubts. In the midst of the crime, Sunry could well have lost it. I have seen much more improbable things happen in my tenure to the courts.
Simply because it was real does not mean Sunry would have overlooked it being in Elas's hand.
Is there another matter you wish to inquire about, human? Nope. Alright. Well, the judges seem pretty split on all of that. Elora.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Can you tell me anything about Sunry?
He's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered this Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman.
Are you saying someone of your age couldn't overpower a woman?
I'm a Jedi, and one who was living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
Your husband might not be so innocent, Elora.
This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
Okay. Ooh. Alora professes Sunry's innocence. She claims that this is some sort of frame-up by someone who wants to get revenge on him. Sunry was an old war hero against the Sith, so they might harbor him ill. Interesting. All right, well, let's go talk to Sunry. Oh, whoops. Wrong way. This way. You may come and go as you please, Arbiter. You will find the door unlocked. If you wish to begin your trial, you must make the request with the warden. It shall then be passed on to the judges. Okay. Let's go talk to this guy.
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Be quiet, off-world scum. Fun little note there. Alright, hey, Sunry.
Jolie, what are you doing here? Alora sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. So I thought. But the cellcast seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Eliza there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Eliza into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Eliza was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcat, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
I need to investigate the case some more. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. Selkath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to...
Into the Sith embassy, you say? Let's see what this says. There's a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
The judges said that you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
Okay.
Very well.
Well, I'll be going.
I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
All right, let's check the journal entries. Sunry's story. Sunry claims that he's been set up by someone to take the fall for Elassa's murder. He claims that he was secretly trying to turn her into a double agent for the Republic, and that the Sith most likely killed her as a result of that. Interesting. Well, we're going to figure this out. We've got to figure out where the hotel is. That's the court. That's the mercenary. I guess we're going this way. Let's see if we can't find the hotel. No, that's to the docking bay. I wonder what's down this thing on the left. That little thing there.
Jolie,
Oh.
may I have a moment? There's something I wish to speak to you about.
Yep, I figured it was only a matter of time until we had the whole come back to the order discussion. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now, so let's get it over with.
I know you have issues with the Order, but you are a Jedi, Jolie. You command the Force. Without the guidance of the Council, how can you avoid falling to the dark side?
Well, I've managed to avoid it the last 20 years or so. Besides, light side, dark side, they don't mean the same to me as they do to you. I don't see in absolutes.
So you don't have a problem with Malak and the Sith?
I want to stop Malak as much as anyone. But I don't have to join the Order to do it. Look at Karth, or Canderous. They're with us in this quest, but they aren't Jedi. The capacity for good or evil, like the Force itself, is in all living creatures. And belonging to the Jedi Order, or the Sith, or any group, won't change what you are at your core.
I see you were quite adamant. No doubt you've had ample time to think on this during your long seclusion. I guess it was foolish of me to think I could sway your position so easily.
Yeah, I'm old and stubborn. But I appreciate the effort. But from now on, you can just think of me as any other non-Jedi in our little group. With a lightsaber. And Force powers.
Interesting. Let's, Oh, that's right. This is the... It's like a little shipping room. Okay. Well, up north on this map is back to the docks, and we don't want to go there. So let's go this way. Ooh. Gonna have a showdown. Ready for the showdown.
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Oh, wow. All right. Let's... Oh, is this a store?
How much for all this stuff, Tybark?
For the Sith, a month's pay. But since you are a member of the public, I will charge you a week's salary.
Thanks, Tybark. Catch you next week.
That's...
Now I gotta get back to my post at the Republic Embassy. My break is almost over.
This guy seems to be a Republic supporter. I have heard from several customers that you are now the arbiter during the most murder trial of Sunry, the Republic war hero. I admire you for accepting this position. I have no doubt Sunry has been framed by the Sith. If there's anything I can do to aid your investigation, I will be happy to help. Do you know anything about the Sunry case? Unfortunately, I cannot offer any great insight into this matter. I suggest you investigate the murder scene or perhaps talk to the other residents of the hotel where the crime occurred. Well, while I'm here and you have a general store, let me see what you have in stock. Ooh, excuse me. Advanced oral amplifier. Beam-on package. Constitution +3. Wow. What do I have equipped right now? Oh, yeah, that's right. I have that. That. Okay. Oh, that's right. That helps me do computer stuff. Oh, that's less. Okay. I think I'm all kitted out. Alright, well that was a little general store. What's up this way? Oh, this might be the hotel. And the Republic Embassy. Let's check out the hotel first. See what we can't figure out with those guys. But we may, and I feel like as a matter of the overall general story, we might have to go to the Republic Embassy or the Sith Embassy. So we might have a chance to double dip and figure things out while we're there. So we'll see how that goes.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
What do you know about Sunry and Elassa?
Elassa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Ooh, he thinks there was an affair. They, having some intimate time. Wink, wink. Tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Elassa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
Could it have gone off after he left?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
I'm not gonna... No, I'm not gonna make him do all that. We want to be truthful and honest about all this.
What do you want to know? There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Gloopor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Feareth Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
Nope,
Well,
not right now.
If you need it.
Alright, let's check journal entry. Ignis, the hotel owner. Ignis is the proprietor of the hotel that the murder of Elassa occurred at. He told you that he heard the blaster shot go off, then saw Sunry hobbling away from the scene of the crime.